Hi shiny people, thank you for joining me on Megawatt Mascara, my value line of cosmetics. I am titling this video, so I've got my package, what do I do next? So this is for those of you who are ordering the makeup. It's brand new stuff and I want to show you what to do when you get it. What comes next. So thank you so much to anybody who has taken the leap and tried this makeup. Thank you so much for your orders through Maskcara Beauty. And now I'm just going to show you the basics of highlight and contour, what to do when you get your product. Depending on your budget, your package that comes in the mail is going to look different. Some of you will all likely get a compact, a customized compact that you have chosen, the different pretty designs and stuff on it. This one I have is a little bit bigger, so we can fit lots of stuff in here. I think this is called the mini double decker. It's either called the mini double decker or the mini hex deck. I can't exactly remember right now. I think it's the mini double decker. And what I have done is that I have my cream products put on top and my powder products put on the bottom. So this one I highly recommend. It's the smallest double layer compact that we have. For a more basic package, you may get your quad compact. This fits 4 singles or 8 eyeshadows. So this is another likelihood. So you will get your compact and you will get these little tins, and this magnetic compact, you put your tins into your compact, and then that's all of your makeup is in your one little kit. So it's great for that. So if you get your tins and you get your compact, this is what you're going to do. You're going to open up your compact. Here's your magnetic strip inside. You're going to take off the cover from your tin and you're going to snap it in to your compact. So this quad is a great place to start, and it can hold 4 of these size single tins. So I'll show you what that looks like. So I took off all the covers. I saved my covers because you can reuse your tins, just repurpose them for other things. So this is what a quad compact will look like. It has 4 of those singles. Or you may remove one of these creams and put in 2 eyeshadow. That's another option. So you'll be working with me. I'm your personal artist. So you wouldn't be ordering, you can go in online and you can order your own stuff if you want to. But ideally you can work with me so I can help you customize your compact and decide what products are going to be best for you. So this is a quad. Great place to start. Some of you are starting here, so this is a good option. But just to show you a variety, I'm going to use my bigger compact here in this video. So you got your quad compact. Depending on your budget again, you've got a variety of brushes. Your 30-second hack brush you definitely have, because this is needed to do your highlight and contour. So this little combo here is your base that you're just going to have if you order Maskcara Beauty. Other options include my favorite B² brush. This is an eyeshadow brush, which is another option, and there are many other brushes to choose from. So depending on your budget, I'll set you up with some brushes. The other thing you are likely going to have if you're a first-time buyer is Stay Spray, and this is our setting spray. So because this is cream, foundation, and contour, a setting spray is nice to have on top of it to help it set, and it gives it a more dry consistency. But if you like a more dewy finish, you don't need to Stay Spray. But that's another story. We can talk about that as we create a custom compact for you. So I just popped my tins into my compact. So now what do? I have my compact full of tins and I have my brushes, and here's how to apply your Maskcara Beauty makeup. First step is going to be doing your contour. So our cream foundation is called 3D foundation. So you have contour, you have highlight, and you have lip and cheek. That's your 3D foundation. So here's how you apply your 3D foundation. You take your contour color, which for me is indigo. It's going to be a dark brown. You take the blunt end of your 30-second heck brush, and here's my suggestion for placing contour on a round shape face. If you have a thinner face, we can talk about that through Messenger or in person, but I have a round face, so I'm going to do my round contour. So I'm taking the edge of my brush and I'm just dabbing it in lightly to my contour shade. And to apply contour on my round face, imagine there's a straight line from this little corner part of your ear. Imagine there's a straight line from the corner of your ear to the corner of your mouth. Even if you're just starting out contour, take a piece of paper and lay it there. That's totally valid option. It's your makeup. You can do it however you want. But that's the placement that you're going to want for your contour. My other tip is going to be, don't actually bring your contour all the way down here. You stop your contour at the edge of your eye line. So this little bit right here, that's how much space you're going to bring your contour down. Does that make sense? If that doesn't make sense, please ask me specific questions. I'm always here to answer questions. Okay? Dipping back into my contour. So I do the other side. So I have a straight line from this corner a little bit of my ear to this corner a little bit of my mouth. That's the angle I'm going to draw it in on. And then I'm going to keep the dark contour back past, here's the corner of my eye, so I'm going to keep it back past the corner of my eye. This stuff comes naturally to me from reading magazines from the time I was like 10 years old. So sometimes I don't realize that people actually need to learn how to do this kind of stuff. But also, Maskcara Beauty is really great for training their distributors or their artists. So kudos to Maskcara Beauty for actually providing me with professional, like high quality training when I signed up. So I can actually relay the correct information to you without just using my own kind of techniques and opinions on makeup. So as you can see, I have added a shadow underneath my chin. So you find your natural jawline, and that's the best thing I can say. I don't know if anybody has questions on where your jawline is. If you do, send me a message or we can talk about it in person. So your jawline is where your jaw ends. So along this bone that you have in your jaw is where you're going to put some contour down on the bottom. Okay? The next place I'm going to apply contour is around my hairline. So around the edges of your face where your hair meets your face. This product is very highly pigmented. I've said it in other videos before that we need the tiniest amount of product. So I'm literally taking my brush and I'm touching that cream and then touching my face. That's it. I'm not digging in. I'm not rubbing it. I'm not scrubbing it on. I'm touching the cream and then touching my face. And that's how I get a nice coverage. If you put on too much product, it's not going to last as long, believe it or not, because it'll be just like nail polish, if you put on too much nail polish, it chips off faster. Did you ever notice that? It's like too thick. So a thin layer, and then if you need extra coverage or extra color, you can build it up. I normally save my nose contour for last, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to contour your nose, and I might need to add it back in because sometimes when I put my highlight on my nose, my contour kind of gets rubbed off. Does that make sense? But I'll just show you here now. So this is our contour areas. In your natural cheekbones, your jawline, from the corner of your ear to the corner of your mouth. Cut that in half, and that's where you put your contour for your cheek. There's a bone in your jaw, and I don't know how else to explain it, only that it's your jawbone. So take your brush and run it along the natural edges of your jawline. Then around your hairline. Put your contour around your hairline, and then just straight down. You've got the center of your nose, and then you've got two stripes down the edge of your nose. Okay? Any questions about that, you can comment below on this video, or you can send me a message. So next I'm going to go in with my highlight. So my highlight is your flesh tone color, and I'm going to use the tapered end of the 30-second hack brush to apply my highlight. So again, I just touch my brush into that product, and depending on the texture of your skin, you will either be swiping it on like this, or you'll be stippling it on like this. That depends entirely on the texture of your skin. So you can be your own artist, and you can play with this stuff and see what gives you the best results. For my skin, personally, I have pretty smooth and uniform texture. I don't have overly large pores, and I don't have a lot of excess oil on my skin. So I find that I am doing a swiping motion more often than a stippling motion. But if you have large pores or a lot of texture on your skin, you may find that you'll be stippling like this. So highlight color goes in all of the areas that don't have contour. But you don't want to put your highlight on top of your contour. You're putting it in the areas that do not have contour. Make sense? So I'm going to be putting it across here. This is going to be my highlighted area. And then this triangle down here, over here, down here. Triangle under my eye, then on top of my lip, down my nose, and across my forehead. That's where my highlight is going to go. On the camera, I can tell that this cream, as I'm rubbing it on, it looks like a really heavy application. And if you could only see and feel it, it's like nothing. It's like there's nothing there. But the color really shows up a lot on your skin. So that's why I like it. I'm telling you. So I highlighted across my face there. Now I'm going to go in this triangle area. Down, across, down. Okay, soft and smooth. Down, across, down. Just make sure you're not putting your highlight on over your contour, because then you're going to waste that work you just did. Make sense? Now I'll do the center of my forehead and down the bridge of my nose with my my forehead has more texture. So you can see those wrinkles. So this is where I'm going to do a little more stippling to get it into those creases. Down the center of my nose. And then just see if there's any parts of your face that you kind of missed. There's my highlight and contour, and this is what it looks like. So that's step 2. It looks pretty interesting. You're not going to go out of the house like this. Step 3 for the 3D foundation. We got contour done. We got highlight done. Now I'm going to do blush. It's called lip and cheek. And you can use your 30-second hack brush, but preferably I'm going to move in to my B squared brush. So that's blush on this end and this small end, and bronzer up here. That's why it's called B squared. But I'm going to call this my blender. So it's still B squared, but it's blush and blender for me. So I'm going to use the color Nude. I got my contour, I got my highlight, and I got my lip and cheek. So again, I'm touching my brush and then dabbing. Touch into the product and then touch onto the skin. And that's what it looks like. So it's not blended yet, okay? Not blended. So now I'm going to take this fluffy end of my B square brush, which I use to blend. Option, this is an option if you have a quad pack. So far I've only got on highlight, contour, and blush. So one option to add to your quad is going to be our Vanilla Dust setting powder. If you don't choose the powder, you can choose 2 eyeshadow or you can choose an illuminator. Okay? But we can decide that together. I'm going to use our powder for now. And if you already have a powder that you like and you're not too concerned about having all of your makeup in one compact, you can just use the powder that you already have that you like. So I'm dipping my brush into my powder and I'm going to buff out these harsh edges. Buff and blend. See the difference? That's the blended cheekbone. That's unblended. You can use as much or as little powder as suits you. And I'm basically just touching my powder brush, my blending brush. See how nicely that blends out? Okay. You can use this brush with the powder or without, totally up to you. You can just use it dry with no powder on it too if you want. But I like the powder, diffuses everything. Now I'm going to go down my nose. But I think some people, just for purposes of budget, if you want to get eyeshadows and whatnot, or if you want to get 2 lip and cheek or whatever, just for the purposes of budget, not everybody is going to buy the Vanilla Dust. But there it is. There's our routine. So that's your four products. You have that's your 4 products: your highlight, your contour, your lip and cheek, and either powder, illuminator, or eyeshadow. Okay. So I will go in. If you have a bigger compact, or if you've chosen add-ons or whatever, I have eyeshadow and illuminator that I'm still going to show you next. Okay, so this is our Pearl Illuminator. This is the one that came in my artist kit. But if people want to buy illuminator, I'm hearing that our rose gold. rose gold is a nicer option for illuminator. Illuminator is a personal preference what areas of the face you hit. Generally, people put it on the high points of their face, so on the cheekbones. People put it right here. People put it right here and right here. But for me, I'm in my 30s now, and my illuminator is just going right here. I put some right here and under my brow bone. That's where I'm going to put my illuminator. Very much personal preference. Very, very much. Oh, another thing I forgot to show you. Back to your contour color. So this is back to your basics. Most of the time, people can use their contour color to fill in their brows. Now, if you really need a lot of help with your brows, get a brow filler. But for a lot of people, I did makeovers yesterday, and most people can get away with using the same product, the same contour color in their brows. See that difference? Cream in the brows, I highly recommend over powder. I don't really recommend using powdered eyeshadows or powdered brow fillers. If you like it, of course, by all means keep it up. But I prefer cream because I find powder in the brows kind of settles on the hairs. So I prefer cream. That's just me. Another thing we can do with our contour color that we already have in our quad pack, run it under the lash line. See? And you can even, actually I'm going to use my lip and cheek to do my lids. Okay, so I'm wearing contour, highlight, lip and cheek on my lids, my cheeks, and my lips. And I'm wearing my contour in my brows and to rim my eyes, and I'm wearing illuminator and powder. Okay, so now I'm going to set all that with the Stay Spray. You're going to want to do about four passes with your Stay Spray, and it's very wet. So right now my face feels really wet. So I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to let it dry because if I go rubbing my face now when it's wet, then everything will just rub off. How's that? Does that answer a lot of questions and concerns? If it doesn't, just shoot me a message and I can clarify anything you need. So in addition to these 5 products I have on my face, we do have eyeshadow as well. And I love our eyeshadow. Love it. So we could work together to come up with a trio or a quad of eyeshadows if you wanted to upgrade your package to like a larger size. How's that? I'm going to put on some eyeshadow now. I just have one, well I already have my lip and cheek on my eyes. I'm just going to kind of cover that up. I have a crease color and a lid color. It really shows up nicely, doesn't it? And it's not very much work. Usually to get a glam eye like this, it's a lot more work for me. But these eyeshadows really are easy. Easy. That's the name of the game with this makeup. Easy, minimalist. You've only got a handful of products, a literal handful of products, and a brush and a stay spray. So this is all you need. Okay, we can always add more and give you a bit more glam, but that's the basics. Okay, I hope this video wasn't too long. That's the basics of what to do when you get your Maskcara Beauty kit. So any questions, let me know, and thanks for watching me. Bye-bye.